So, my life gets crazy with Brooke and Blake and a husband that works 80 hours a week. And I decided to start my own business on top of it, which is insanely crazy. But thanks to the Iowa Clinic, they made it easy to see my doctor. And when I get there, she listens. So I feel like I have a partner. And before you know it, I can get back to my crazy, busy, insanely busy life where I have a busy business, busy husband, and busy twins. Oh no, where's Brooke? There she is. Care how you want it. Visit iowaclinic.com.
All right, shout out to the Iowa Clinic, the Iowa Clinic Men's Center, and also our friends at Farm Story Meats. Check them out at farmstorymeats.com. Appreciate their sponsorship pregame here on the Cyclone Fanatic social media platforms. My name is Chris Williams, Iowa State and Texas tonight at 6:30. Not going to do the normal top five, talk a little bit about the game and just what all this means. I wrote a column earlier in the week that's gotten a lot of traction. I'd encourage you all to go and read it. I hope it captures how many Iowa State fans feel heading into tonight's game, which I believe will probably be the last time these two teams ever play each other in Jack Trice Stadium. May not be, but that is my projection, hence why I wrote the column. I am ready to wipe my hands with Texas, and you can go and read about that as to why. I am anticipating a really interesting crowd tonight. Night game helps. I think Iowa State fans have a lot of angst after last week and the way everything went down at West Virginia. Shout out to West Virginia. They played a hell of a game. I went back and watched that tape a couple of times, and they really did play a great game against the Cyclones. But what am I expecting tonight? I think Iowa State will bounce back. I think there's going to be a ton of energy there. I've said this a couple times on my platforms this week, but by the dip, like I look at Iowa State's defense like a stock, right? It's dipping, right? What are they? By the dip, and that's exactly what I would do with this group. They're not going to stay down for long. They had a tough week. John Haycock has had their attention. We expect Mike Rose to be back tonight, and I fully expect that group to bounce back. Now, Texas has a good offense. They got a really good offense, so I anticipate the Longhorns will definitely score some points tonight against Iowa State, but I don't think it'll be a poor tackling, missed assignments, the stuff we saw last week against West Virginia. I just don't see that tonight, 2 games in a row. Could be wrong. I'd be shocked if you see that from Iowa State. Offensively, your Texas isn't as good defensively as West Virginia is. They've got athletes. They're not as good defensively, though. They're not as an assignment sound team. And I think Iowa State can score 40 points tonight against Texas. So, yeah, that's kind of my analysis as far as what I expect tonight from Iowa State. Prediction, I'll go Cyclones 38-24. Game you win in the fourth quarter, no doubt about that. But I just have a good feeling about this one. Again, I think this crowd will be really fascinating tonight. I think it's going to be angry. And it should be. Iowa State's crowd should be angry tonight. And I hope it's as magical and crazy and insane of an atmosphere as I'm building it up in my head to be. This isn't like a super – honestly, because you're past the point where you're still trying to get into the Big 12 championship game, but that's not going to happen, right? That's kind of – so now you're just kind of playing for pride, playing for bowl positioning. Kind of all that pressure's gone. It sucks. I didn't want Iowa State to be at this spot on November 6th in the season. I didn't anticipate that would be the case before the year. But here you are. It's going to be an amazing day weather-wise. You're talking mid-60s in November and plenty of Busch Light and Cody Road flowing throughout the parking lots of Jack Trice Stadium leading up to this one. So, the team's not going to get lost in any of this other stuff. And I'd be really, really surprised because I know the message Matt Campbell's been giving this team throughout the week. You can go and check out Rob Gray's advance. It's been really, really outstanding about Campbell's vision and how everybody else is viewing Iowa State now. They're going to bounce back. It's not a guaranteed win because Texas is really talented. We all know that. But I do think the Cyclones bounce back and play one of their best games of the season tonight. So I'll go 38-24. I am very bullish on Iowa State tonight. Again, that Texas offense is really good. They have one of the best running backs in college football. So you got to tackle tonight, man. If you don't tackle, it'll get really ugly, and it could be worse than that West Virginia game. But I don't think that happens. 38-24 Cyclones. Appreciate the Iowa Clinic Farm Story Meats. Go check out that column if you haven't already. Hope you like it. Rob Gray's preview is excellent. And we'll be back with more at halftime here on the Cyclone Fanatic social media platforms. Thanks to Maddie Van Winkle for production. And we'll see you guys here in